So after cleaning the glass, Caitlin pushes the rock hard on the break. In the moment, she sees a body leaking out. She's going to whip up a slick pass your mama hasn't seen before.
Tremendous move, but we are tied right now. Clark to Samuelson, and there...
Holy moly, Halle Berry. Despite 3 green shirts ahead of her, Sissy smoothly threads a tight window to get the ball to Katie Lou for the easy 2. I mean, we already know how lethal of a book to the lady wearing 22 ways. So in this episode, let's switch things up and highlight her vision, as well as her elite playmaking by breaking down her delicious dime in amazing assists. And with that said, you better put your mink coat on and pop one of them Cuban cigars, because this one is about to get fancy.
To the Commissioner's Cup final, what a dish, down the floor, Wallace!
Anyway, to get this assist party pop, and let's fire things up with this gorgeous wraparound pass in traffic.
Clark behind the back, Sonata.
Now, I don't know how she finds the nano with that crazy thread, but I'm sure as hell that is, because Cece has some eyes on the back of her head. And speaking of which, here's another mind-blowing. No-look dime coming from the queen of prime time.
Are above the break, except for one corner triple. Averaging almost 3 per game.
So as soon as she sees the defense backpedaling, Cece steps on the gas and then sneakily slings the rock to AB like a modern-day ninja. I mean, the skill level of this lady is definitely off the charts. And since we're talking about skills, check out this next one, where Cece showcased her full arsenal on both ends of the floor.
Shifted towards Clark. Clark with the block. Behind the back in traffic. Caitlin Clark the dish to Warnock for the layup.
The swat away followed by the crafty breakaway before shuffling it up for a walk in the park layup. Now, I know y'all must be high with that fancy dance, but see, it ain't got nothing over this Knicks eye-popping play.
Closing in on it, give and go with Boston. Clark, kick out, here's Mitchell, you bet!
I mean, after receiving the letter, Caitlin just pirouettes around like a roulette, then spreads it out to Mitchell, who then cashes in the rainbow triple. Anyway, Caitlin surely does know how to make tough passes like that look so easy. Goes against Colorado. Cece also pulled a more difficult dime than that which went something like this.
Bounces, needs help, finds Stolke, what a pass! And Stolke lays it in!
Despite her defender harassing her like straitjacket, crazy Cece squeezes one end and hits the girl with a bone in stride and on the money. See, setting up people-own backdoor cuts has always been part of Caitlin's wheelhouse. And if you ain't got enough of that, here's another stealthy dime from Cece to Kelsey.
In the double-digit range here for 4 straight. Clark bouncing. There's Mitchell.
So after sucking a couple of bodies, Mitchell dives to the open spot, and with just a split-second peek, Cece bounces it off to her for the wide-open left-handed flip. Well, apart from that sick highlight, there's also another moment where Caitlin Spoon feeds her teammate with a sumptuous serving. And I'm talking about none other than this play right here.
Wheeler quickly up court. Boston running the floor for the layup.
Dame CC just dropped that leather to her rim roller like a reliable DoorDash driver. I mean, Caitlin's passing instinct and vision simply on another level, and versus the New York Liberty, her insane playmaking skills were highlighted once again, courtesy of this tough assist.
Clark with the shot clock fading. Great look, and Smith.
Even if 2 black shirts are in her CC fires a quick one from her hip coming off a speed, which feeds Nelson Smith for the easy scooping feat. Putting her in jail doesn't make any difference because she will always find a way to deliver the goods. I mean, here she is making a fool out of not just 1 but 2 defenders at the same time.
When Sonato's not guarding her up top. How do you guard Caitlin Clark? Well, that's what you do.
Jesus, CC just forced them. Ladies to play tic-tac-toe with her, even if they didn't want to. Well, speaking of playing games, here's Caitlin once again, pulling all kinds of tricky moves before feeding Abby with a tasty dive.
Done inside the arc. Here is Clark with some space. Clark behind the back. Oh, showing off the moves.
First she Broxton with the little go-behind that have to stop into breaks. Caitlin lasers a pinpoint bounce pass, which Abby grabs and chugs down. I mean, it goes without saying that Cece and Abby are one of the most dynamic and lethal duos in the W right now. And to add more truth to that, here's a picture-perfect pick-and-roll action that will make John Stockton and Karl Malone come out of retirement.
He said 155.
Well, there are a
25 pounds.
few factors that
Two-woman game is simply unfair, and the same thing can be said about the situation right here, when Caitlin throws a fireball on top of 3 defenders.
Late season top 20. She needs some empty space on the shelf too. Rolling to the basket for an easy.
Even if there was little space to operate. Cece didn't hesitate as she whipped a blistering bullet pass toward the golden-haired lady who got a huge mess. See, Caitlin is no stranger when it comes to handing out dimes like that, because against the Las Vegas Aces, she did them casino girls dirty with the slick curveball leads the
it's league in scoring.
Clark, oh, beautiful bounce pass. Seemingly no.
in case you didn't notice that one went through Joe Wilson's legs, which means that even the league MVP can't handle the passes. Caitlin is dropping on a nightly basis. And since we're still talking about one-handed passes, we can't end this video without reliving this amazing feat.
Caitlin Clark to Smith.
So after seeing Smith sneak in behind Caitlin, darts a blind and ruck pass, leaving the entire New York defense dazed and disoriented. Anyway, that's not the only time the defense can't figure out what just happened, because in the game versus the Phoenix Mercury, CC did the same thing, but this time around it hit faster, and the pass was crisp.
Clark, nice feed. Wallace with the layup.
I mean, on the break, 200 strides as fast as a loose gazelle, and when she notices the cutter, she dives it off the hardwood and hits the designated target, who lays it in right under. Now, to give this damn compilation a different flavour, why don't we go back to seeing some delicious behind the back, starting with this fast break attack.
Who couldn't finish behind the back again for Clark. Give her another assist.
That pass is just plain filthy, and since it is so nice, how about we see it twice? However, in this instance, though, it's the Washington Mystics' turn to play players. The victim...
Samuelson, nice pass there to Clark. Clark behind the back. Oh, it's Smith.
Anyway, we're now down to our last clip. And to prove further just how lethal Caitlin is as a dime drop, here's CC delivering another accurate assist. Despite the initial error,
There from Griner doesn't get the call. Clark working the baseline. It knocked off the underside of the backboard. Did a nice job to recover.
well, I hate to cut things short, just like Muggsy Bogues, but that's all the time we have left, folks. Anyway, until this has been The Hoop, Doctor, thanks for tuning in, be safe and adios.